Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am back with a first impressions on this Milani foundation. If you are interested in seeing and hearing my first impressions and my thoughts on this foundation, then just keep watching. Okay, so I am back with a first impressions video on this Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I have mine in the shade 09 Tan. So let me go ahead and break down the initial details of this foundation before I get started. So initially, I picked up this foundation because Kathleen Lights was talking about how much she really likes this foundation. She has dry to normal, but more on the drier side of skin, much like mine. So when she said she was like really enjoying this foundation, I knew that I needed to get my hands on it. So I went over to my local HEB and picked this up, and I really wanted to give it a try. I got this about a week ago, and I've been waiting to try it on camera specifically for this video, so I'm really excited to see how it works. One thing that is a little bit of a drawback for me initially is that this was the darkest shade, and I believe that it'll match me. I hope it will. It looks like it will. I don't know. But if this is the darkest shade, that kind of like is a drawback for me because there's so many more deeper, richer skin tones than mine. And there's going to be a lot of people that won't be able to give this a shot specifically for that reason. So that's kind of like a, come on, get it together. We need more shades for the deeper skin tones out there. But luckily, I was able to find a shade that I think will work for me, so hopefully it works. So aside from the shade range being kind of not that great for me personally, I do really like the packaging of this. I think it's really nice and sleek. It comes in a nice, sleek bottle. It has like a glass bottom and a hard black plastic top that pops off like this, and it comes with a pump, which is really nice and something I love because I love when foundations come with a pump. Much like everybody else out there, it's very hygienic, it's very easy, it's not as messy, so I really like that. Let me go ahead and read to you what the claims on the back of the bottle say about this foundation. So it says it's a medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. So that's a lot of claims, and I'm interested to see how it works. So if you are ready to see me try this on my face, let's get started. So I'm not sure, I don't think I mentioned this already, but I did fill in my brows already, and I did moisturize my skin, and I went ahead and pulled my hair back so you guys can see what's going on. But I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Milani foundation, and I'm going to be using my Real Techniques Complexion sponge, I think this is called. I'm not exactly sure. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Beauty Blender. I haven't tried the Beauty Blender yet. If you have, let me know if you like this or that one better. Let me know. But let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so going in with the foundation, I'm going to be taking the pump and pumping it on the back of my hand. And it's coming out pretty thick, and I know Kathleen was saying in her video that it came out pretty thick, and she was like, oh, kind of scared. And I'm not really scared, but it is kind of thick. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's not running at all. It's staying there. So let's see how this goes. So I'm taking my Real Techniques sponge, and I'm gonna just dab a little bit. I feel like this foundation is something that goes like a little goes a long way, and I feel like maybe I pumped out too much, but we'll make it work. So I'm gonna start off on my chin. So right now, I think the color is gonna be okay. I think it'll match. We'll see. We will see. And usually when I do foundation, like I like to spot conceal before, like on any spots I may have, but I want to see how well this foundation covers up for the sake of the video. So I have dotted that everywhere, and now I'm going to be pouncing the foundation on my skin, and right now it's blending pretty well. It looks like it's going to match, which is a good thing. The foundation doesn't seem to be drying super fast, like to the point where you can't work with it, so that's nice. I really like the color match so far. I think I like it. think it looks nice. I can't really tell on camera, but I think it's matching pretty well. Okay, so I just applied one layer. I'm not gonna probably apply another layer. I'm just gonna try and take whatever excess is on the back of my hand and kind of go over any spots I may think that I need some extra coverage. And I have been loving this sponge, by the way. This is my very first time ever using, not my first time, but this is like the first sponge I have ever used. I just started using it a few weeks ago and I have been loving it. I have not used a brush in like 3 weeks. So I really like that. Okay, so I just applied the foundation. On the viewfinder, it's looking really nice. I feel like my skin looks nice in the viewfinder. You let me know how you think it looks. And in the mirror, I think it looks really good. I think the color matches really pretty much perfect. I think it matches really nicely. Again, let me know your thoughts, but I think it matches nice. So as far as the finish, it's not a dewy finish. It's more on the matte side, but it's not clinging to any dry patches on my skin, and I have normal to dry skin, so that is a plus. I love that. So right now it is 11:57 a.m. and I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and come back and check in again. Okay, so I have finished the rest of my makeup. I just threw in some brown in my crease, some mascara. I'm wearing Lolita 2 on my lips right now and I really like it. And I'm wearing Champagne Pop for that highlight. It looks, that highlight though. That highlight. Okay, so back to the foundation. I think it looks really, really nice. It's not clinging onto any dry patches I have. Like, I have dry patches around my nose and forehead, and I'm not seeing anything clinging to those areas, which is a good thing. And from what I can tell in my viewfinder, it looks good on camera, but we'll see when I play the footage back. But it looks pretty good. I really like it. And I don't think I mentioned this in the beginning part of the video, but I bought this foundation for $8.97 at H-E-B, so it's around the $9 mark. So keep that in mind. It's very affordable. I completely blanked on that in the beginning part of the video. Forgive me. But so far, I'm really, really liking it. I like it a lot, and I think it looks really nice. It looks natural. It looks good. So I'm going to bring the camera with me. I have a couple of errands to run, and I'll check back in every couple of hours until I have no more sunlight to film with. But yeah, so I will check back in a little bit. Okay guys, so I'm in CVS and it is 5:38. I've done a terrible job at updating this. I took like a 2-hour nap and the foundation is still really nice. I really like it still. It looks good. So I'm going to keep it on for like another 45 minutes-ish and try and give you guys my final thoughts. But so far I really like it. It hasn't rubbed off or broke off anywhere, like broke up anywhere. My skin's not irritated. It's not sticky or tacky, and I really, really like it. So far, so good. I like it. Okay, so I am back with my final thoughts on the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. And right now it is 6:25 p.m. So I have roughly had the foundation on for 6 hours. I wanted to come back and give you guys my final thoughts and my first impression on the foundation. Okay, so I'll start with the only drawback I really have about the foundation, which is this is the darkest shade in the range, which is the shade 09 Tan. It seems to match me pretty perfectly, which I really like, but I know that there's going to be so many people out there with deeper skin tones that aren't going to be able to try this foundation at all, which kind of sucks because honestly, it can be a pain in the butt if you're my skin tone and darker to try and find a foundation that works for you. So that for me is a little bit of but other than that, I really, really enjoy the foundation. I really like it. I've had it on pretty much all day long. I took a 2-hour nap in this foundation, face planted in the pillow and everything, and nothing came apart, nothing broke apart, nothing, like the foundation is still there. So the claim that it says long wearing, I totally agree with that because it is still there and it is looking pretty good and pretty fresh. I didn't touch up at all. And again, for reference, like I said in the beginning of the video, I do have dry to normal skin, more on the drier side though, and it's not clinging to any dry patches I tend to get around my nose area and around my forehead. I'm not seeing that at all, which I really enjoy. This claim may be a little out there. I'm not sure what everybody else thinks about this foundation yet, but me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it is a pretty close dupe to the Makeup Forever HD foundation, which is my favorite foundation of all time. I love that foundation. I use that foundation religiously when I go out for special occasions or when I wanna look flawless, and this foundation gives a pretty similar finish. When I say pretty similar, it's pretty much almost the same. So I really like that, and this foundation is $8.97. At least that's what I bought mine for, $8.97. And the Makeup Forever foundation I think is $38 or something like that. So it is a lot pricier than this one, but I really like it. If you have dry to normal skin, I think that you would like it. If you have oily skin, I think that you may like it also, because it is supposed to be more of a matte foundation and it is oil free, so you may really enjoy this too. But for all my dry and normal skin girls out there, I have tried it and I love it. I think it's awesome. So again, for the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, I really like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.